Okay, good afternoon everyone. So at this time, we'll talk about Mathematics 10. This is all about graphing polynomial functions. Okay? So but at this time, we will have to, we are given the function, then at the same time, we're going to identify the exact graph using the column from B. No? We have the three graphs, and in here, we only have two functions. So we are going to indicate which of these three graphs has a function like this number 1 and number 2. Okay, so let us start with number 1. Okay, so for number 1, okay, from p of x, we can actually let that one p of x be equal to y. So from that, we can write as y is equal to x cubed minus x cubed minus 2. Okay? Then at this time also we can make use of x and y and percent. Okay? When x is equal to 0, then y now is equal to 0 to the power of 3 minus 2. Or y is equal to negative 2. Therefore, it's at point 0 and negative 2. Okay? What about when y is 0? Okay? What about when y from the function y is equal to x cubed minus 2? What about when y is equal to 0? So we have here 0 is equal to x cubed minus 2. Or from that one, in transpose natin sa negative 2, maningin sa positive 2 is equal to x cubed. Okay? After that, from x cubed is equal to, we can actually get the cube root from both sides. So we have here x now is equal to cube root of 2, or x now has a value of what? Okay? When y is 0, x now is equal to 1.3. No? We can have 1.3 as the approximate value of cube root of 2. Therefore, it's at point what? Okay, point 1.3 and 0, because y is 0. Then let us have now, use the rectangular coordinate plane, and we will have to plot those points. Okay, we have here, the highest point is at point 2. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. With x 0, y is negative 2. So 0 and negative 2. 0 si x, negative 2 si y. Followed by, when y is 0, okay, x is 1.3, so 1.3 and 0. 1.3 si x, 0 si y. We only have 2 points in here, so we cannot actually determine the curve of this given function. Okay, so we can actually use the value x in between these 2 points. We can choose value x as equal to 0.5. No? What about if x is equal to 0.5? So that we can determine iyang for pangatlo ba, panganha ba, panganiba. No? So we can make use of 0.5. From the given function, y is equal to x cubed minus 2. So with x 0, y is equal to 0.5 to the power of 3 minus 2, it will give us the value of, it will give us the value of y as equivalent to negative 1.9. So therefore, it's at point 0.5 and negative 1.9. Of course, kung wala sila, we don't know about the direction from the left-hand side, no, of the y-axis. So in here, we can choose actually the value x, which is equal to negative 1. So from that, y is equal to negative 1 to the power of 3 minus 2. The same function that we are using, this one, in x is negative 1. So y is equal to negative 1 to the power of 3 is still negative 1 minus 2. So y now is equal to negative 3. Therefore, it's at point negative 1 and negative 3. So we have to plot these points 0.5 and negative 1.9. 0.5, negative 1.9 is here. Next, when x is negative 1, y is negative 3. Okay? So which of the given function? Okay? Or which of the following graph? So the graph that is the same as this one is from letter B. Okay? So the answer for the first function is letter B. Okay? Meaning the graph of this one is pretty much to the column B, which is letter B. Okay? What about now in number 2? P of x is equal to x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 1. Okay? So let us do it that one the same as this way. Okay, let us proceed now to function number 2. P of x is equal to x minus 1 times x minus 2 times the quantity of x plus 1. Again, this P of x, we can actually let this one as equivalent to y. So from that, it will become y times the quantity of x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 1. Okay? And this is now the time that we can apply the x and y intercept. So when x at this time is equal to 0, we know that y is equal to 0 minus 1 times 0 minus 2 times 0 plus 1. Or that is equal to negative 1 times negative 2 times positive 1. Or that is equal to positive 2 as the value of y. Therefore, that one is at point 0 and positive 2. Next, what about when y is 0 from this given function? So let us have to rewrite this one. Okay? When y is equal to 0, therefore this given function will become x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? X minus 1, x minus 2, x plus 1, because y is equal to 0 at this time. So we can now make use of, we can equate each of this quantity into 0. Okay? And at the same time, we can let this one as x1, x2, and x3. So we have here x1 minus 1 is equal to 0. x1 now is equal to positive 1. Again, this one is at point 1 and in y is 0. Next, in here, x sub 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. X sub 2 now is equal to positive 2. Again, it's at point 2 and we have y is 0. Next, we have x sub 3 plus 1 is equal to 0. X sub 3 now is equal to negative 1. Or is at point negative 1 and y again is 0. Okay, let us now use the rectangular coordinate plane to figure out these points. Okay, so the highest is 2 only. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okay, first we have 0 and 2. 0 is x, 2 is y. So from this point. Next, followed by 1 and 0. Next, we have here 2 and 0. Next, we have here negative 1 and 0 from this point. Okay? But we don't know about the direction of the curve between these 2 points because we cannot draw the graph like this one and to the other side. No? Straight lang pa sa x-axis. So we still have to identify the value between this one. Okay? So we can make use from this point when x is 1.5. 1.5 is to 1. No? So when x is equal to 1.5, y now is equal to, we have here 1.5 minus 1 times 1.5 times 2 times 1.5 plus 1. Okay? If we're going to simplify that one, okay, when x is equal to 1.5, we can simplify, we can obtain a value of y which is equal to negative 0.63 now, approximately. So we have here is at point 1.5 and negative 0.63. So what do you think? What quadrant is this? Okay, this one is from Okay, is at quadrant 4, no? Quadrant 4 is here. X is 1.5 in here and negative 0.63. 0.63 is this point, no? So 1.5 is in here. So the graph is like this one. Okay. Okay, so what function is the same or graph would be the same as column B? So this one, no? The answer is letter C for number 2. Okay, letter C. Because the graph is the same as this one. So these are the technique actually in identifying the graph or matching the graph of the given function. Or this concept actually can be used in graphing function. Okay? But if you prefer to use using table of values, you can do the same. But if you want to graph directly, you have to use this one, this concept. No? The x and y intercept and determining the points between some of the points like this one. No? Example, between silang points in between, you have to select the value of x so that we will know the direction of the curve. No? So I hope that this video will help you particularly in graphing polynomial functions.